How's it going, everybody? Jeremy Donson here with E7 Music School. Today we're going to be going over Grange by ZZ Top. Super fun song to play. Really, you're probably going to be pretty tired with your bass foot. It's just really super active. If it's too much for you right now, you can always do one bass, but I am going to show you the actual rock shuffle beat that is played here. Really active again. And I mean, you got double kick with the foot. You've got ghosts and accents mixed with the snare. It's fairly challenging beat for sure. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this. If you do, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe this video. Feel free to leave your comments below as well. I love to hear back from you guys, and I love to respond as well. If you would like to contact me directly, you can email me at jeremy@e7musicschool.com. And, of course, visit the website, www.e7musicschool.com. And you can go there and you can sign up for our monthly membership to have access to the full song videos. Or you can meet with me or one of our other teachers live for a free drum lesson. And we would love to see you or hear from you. So here we go. We're going to get started at the top. All right, here we go, guys. 1, 2, ready, go.
Rumors spreading round United Texas town about the shack outside the game. You know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that home out on the range. They got a lot of nice girls.
So, super fun. Now, let's get started with the rim hits that he's doing here. All right, so I am going to, I'm actually just going to play it on the high tom. I just think it's a little easier to see what I'm doing here. Now, when you're playing this, you want to do, so what you're going to do is you're going to do a ruff here, or a double bounce, you know, however you want to think of that. But you're going to do a ruff there. Right? And the sticking, you can do it a few ways. I mean, some people prefer to do it with the right hand. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. But I'm going to show you left because it just fits better the way that it's played in the song. So you're going to go diddle with the left hand, or a ruff, just like that. Right? So dig-a-dut, dut-dut, dig-a-dut, dut-dut, left, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Okay, so to get that down, I would recommend just doing it slow, and don't worry if it's a nice, clean bounce. If it sounds more like, you know, like a legit ruff, but it's kind of crushed a little bit. What I mean by crushed is, for example, sounding like this instead of a nice clean diddle. That's okay. That's fine. As long as it's somewhere along the lines of, right? That's what we're looking for. So again, it's going to go. All right, now if you have any more questions about that or about ways to ruff, feel free to email me, jeremy@e7musicschool.com, and I'd be happy to give you some pointers with that. Basically, when you're playing this, you want to have your fingers relatively loose on the back. Like you can have them off of the stick so that it's got some room to bounce there. Or if you feel pretty comfortable with controlling the stick, you can squeeze through a little bit with your fingers to force it down. It's really personal preference wherever your skill sets are at. If you're really new to it, you're definitely going to want to have those fingers off totally on the back, your middle ring and pinky, just so you have room for the stick to breathe a bit. Okay, so once you get this down, Now let's go over how to go into the fill and what to do. There are two options of how to do this fill, and I will show you both, and it's really just mostly personal preference, but I want to explain it because it's really good to know, according to music theory, what to do, how to do it, and why. Those are very, very important questions. It's how we grow as a drummer. Now, so instead of going back here again, you're going to go to the snare drum there. And once you hit that snare, this is what you do. So let's break that down. So you're going to go snare high, and everything's by itself. So snare high, and then two snares. Snare high, snare, snare. Snare high, snare, snare. Now everything here is in triplet form. Triplet, 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 triplet. Everything, pretty much the entire song is all just triplet form. So you can think of things in triplets if that helps you. A triplet, 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 one. A triplet, 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 like that. But just to go over what you're going to hit snare, high, snare, snare, high, snare, snare, high, snare, snare. So you're going to do two lefts on the snare 3 times. Snare, high, snare, snare, high, snare, snare, high, snare, snare. And then after that, you're going to go mid, floor, floor. And the way I would recommend sticking this is right, right, left. So snare, high, snare, snare, high, snare, snare, high, snare, snare, mid, floor, floor, crash. Mid, floor, floor, crash. And you can go right, right, left, and then crash with the right hand. Now that's one option. And being fully transparent, I mean, you could also do mid, mid, floor and go right, left, right. But he hits the floor tom twice, so I want to keep it more accurate to that with this fill. Now the next fill, though, this is really fun, and I like to explain this because if you want to look a little bit more, if you want to show off a little bit more when you're playing, instead of doing it this way, you can do it this way, right? Now, the only thing with that, if you do, well, let's back up for a second. So let me show you what that is. It's the same thing. It's snare, high, snare, snare, high, snare, snare, high, snare, snare, but you're doing single stroke. So it's left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Just looks cool. Now, the thing to know about this is you end on the right hand. So your left hand has to be first to hit a tom. So it's not near as feasible to come all the way over here to hit. I mean, you could. And you could go, or left, right, right. You could go left, right, left, crash. So you could do that. I'm certainly not saying you couldn't. You could do that. And it would technically be exactly the same. You did 1 mid, 2 floor, and then crash. But the way I would prefer to do this, if I was doing this sticking, is hit where I'm going and follow the more natural path of where the stick is going to go next, which would be the high tom. So if I was doing this fill, I would do this. High mid floor crash, right? High mid floor crash. Or you could do high floor floor crash. So the whole point is the tom combination you're certainly open to play around with, whether it's or the same outcome is going to be there, right? What's most important is you want to end with the right hand on your crash. But the way I would recommend this is high mid floor, left right left on those toms, just like that. Now, once we get to that point, we get into the shuffle. So let's start going over the shuffle. I'm going to play it from the rims, and then I'll go into that. Okay, so this rock shuffle, man, it's like I said, man, you're going to be pretty tired. But all right, so when you crash, here's what you do. So you finish the fill, and you're going to go crash, right? Now, on this, you can come in with the bass drum and snare at the same time, which is actually what I recommend that you do, right? So everything's nice and uniform. Some people like to do the bass next, like... Oh. And they like to just come into it after. I'm not as huge of a fan of that. Plus, this is what the drummer is doing, so let's stay true to what the drummer does. All right, so basically, when you crash, this is the pattern that you're starting with your snare drum, and the bass matches it. So the first thing to really keep in mind is your bass and snare are the same. The only difference is you have ghosts and accents, right? That's the only difference, is the snare is on 2 different dynamic levels and the bass is just pounding away. It's just pounding away. All right, so let's just break this down a bit. So the snare pattern is going to go... right? So ghost snare, ghost ghost, ghost snare, ghost ghost, ghost snare, ghost ghost, ghost snare, ghost ghost, ghost snare, ghost ghost. Right? So I actually want to show you from a different angle here what your stick should be looking like here. So when you're playing this, you want your ghosts to be really low. As you know, on ghosts, the lower they are, the softer they're going to be. But how do you make it stay there? Right? So it's not so bad if you're just doing ghosts, right? That's not too hard. But when you throw an accent in there and then have to go back to ghosts right after it, that's where it gets tricky. So you want to force that stick to stay down by squeezing with your back fingers, squeezing through the stroke, so that when you hit, your stick freezes right there above the snare drum. So it's like loose, loose accent, and you're going to squeeze through that accent. Loose, loose accent, loose, loose, loose accent, loose, loose, loose accent, loose, loose, loose accent, loose, loose, right? Okay, so that's going to allow you to do that. Now, that is not something, if you're not comfortable with it, that is definitely not something that you're just going to pick up immediately. It's going to take some work and some practice to get that. And likely what it's going to sound like is this. You might hear a little bit louder of an accent, but it's not really going to stand out near as much. If that's where you are at, that is okay. It's fine. You can always work through the ghost notes more. And as always, I'm very happy to help you. Just reach out to me and let me know. But here we go. So now we know the snare pattern. Now let me switch back over here. So the bass is just going to match it, right? Now I could talk for a long time about, how to just techniques to get that double really comfortable, but if you have issues with this double kick, again, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to let you know some really great tips and pointers on how to do that. There's really structure and strategies to getting it. But with that aside, you're going to just do triplet, 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 triplet. So if you're a counter, think triplet, 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 trip, and you just rest on the You're hitting on the trip and you're hitting on the let, right? Okay, now once you have that pattern down, even if the ghosts aren't really super clean or, whatever, that's fine. Now we add the ride cymbal. Now before I show you this, I just want to share, if this song is seeming like, oh man, that's going to take a while to get to that point, you could do it with just one bass, just FYI. So if you need to do that to dumb it down, you certainly can. That's okay. All right, now, here we go. So now the ride cymbal is going to be on quarter notes. So it's, right? I'll show you here in just a moment. All right, so get that down, pause the video, really really just get that down to where you're so comfortable with it. And then once you are, then we can tackle this next section. Again, if it's a little bit too much to bite off, take one bass out. Just do one bass drum. Don't worry too much about the ghosts and accents. You know, if it sounds like this, and you're just doubling the whole time, it's not going to sound horrible. It's not the end of the world until you can get that down more cleanly, right? Certainly not saying try to stay there, but it is doable like that until you can till you can really get a good handle on it. All right, so now that we understand all of this, crashing in, crash, and then you start it. Now, if that proves to be a bit too much in too short of a space, going crash and then ghost with bass and then the accent, you can just start on the accent. That's totally fine. Nobody's going to know or care if you didn't do a ghost note and a bass before the accent. It's so fast. I mean, you barely even notice with no music and just watching me do it overhead. So you have those two options as well on how to come in. If you're asking me, I would say start with the ghost and the bass if you're comfortable with that coming in. Okay, now you're going to be doing this beat a lot in the song, so you really want to get comfy with that. Now, when we get to the fill, you're going to change where your accent is on the snare drum. So the accent's not going to be on 4, it's going to be on the end of 4. So it's going to be like so. So let's go over how to do that. So we got the beat. Right? Now, once you do that accent there, it's triplet, triplet, and then the same amount of triplets on the toms. Triplet, 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 crash. And it starts with that accent first. So technically it's let triplet, triplet. Starts with the left hand, so you have 7 hits there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or let triplet, triplet, like so. Let triplet, 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 crash. Okay, now, just for full disclosure, the second way that you could do this fill is you could do 4 high toms and 2 floor instead of the 2, 2, 2 if you wanted to. Or the other way with 2, 2, 2. Either way, completely fine. Whichever way you would prefer to do it. Have some fun with it, but either of those fills are an option to you. So just to clarify one thing, when you start it, you're going to do bass after that let. So it's like let triplet, triplet. So you do want one bass right after the let. Let triplet, 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 crash. Okay, so like this. So just to clarify, you want to make sure there is a bass after that let. Let triplet, triplet. And then you just do the rest as normal. It's just really fun to know the music theory behind the sticking of things and how to do it. It's just really, really fun to know that. So I hope you guys really enjoy this video. I had a blast making it for you, and the best part is the rest of the song in detail is available on my website, www.e7musicschool.com. So you can go there and you can sign up to be a monthly member, and you get access to all the videos and in detail full songs. So I hope you guys really enjoy that. And if you have any questions, as always, I am here for you. Feel free to reach out to me. Jeremy at e7musicschool.com. So thank you guys. I appreciate your love and support. Please do be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And also, as always, have fun, stay awesome, and rock on. Later, guys.